Hello, everybody. It's the 9th of August. As you see, the thumbnail said personal info I want to give. I'll try to cover everything because I've always tried to be transparent. A lot of you know that. Some of you don't believe me. Whatever. Anyway, I never thought I'd be doing this this live, but Easter morning I got up and couldn't breathe, and they took me to the emergency room, and they found out that I was full of water, and they didn't find that out until the 4th visit, and it was a rough 70 days or whatever it was. And some of the roughest of my life. But during that time being alone, I got back to the young guy I was in my teens when I kept God closer in my life. And I'm glad I did. I got out end of June, I think. Don't remember the exact date, doesn't matter, it was a Wednesday. Got out. I was rough. I'm getting better every day, but it was rough. Came on, tried to get back. I came back as quickly as I could because I love doing what I do. That's fact. And anyway, around July 4th, I was told by Chris he's going to lighten up on the lives. He wants to work on his relationship with the lady down in Colombia. Oh, okay. He told Ash said, good time to do it. Fine. During the time that I was in the hospital, people had contacted Dawn and how can we help you with the bills and all that. Yeah, they knew it was rough, and everybody knows my situation. It is what it is. I've been transparent forever. Most people believe that. The people that used to believe it don't now. It's okay. Well, I have a record of everybody from Venmo to PayPal to Cash App, whatever. And as soon as things get moving, one of my top priorities is pay everybody back. It was that from the beginning. After the 4th, I started calling people just to talk because I'm a big mouth. And I called and nobody's answering. One person answered and said, can you find out why nobody's answering? I see them online, but they're just ignoring it. Yeah. Will you let me know? Yeah. Okay, thanks. That person stopped talking to me. And that went on and on and on. It spread like wildfire. There was a post in the back office about some public figure that represented the company no longer is. And I thought, man, who the freak is that? I know a lot of people cross-recruited, and there was a lot of stuff. During this time, up till the 4th or 5th, I was talking to Ash once a week at least, and before I got sick, every week. Sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times. Told me he loved me, told me we're family. He told me that years and years ago. Called me the president. It was embarrassing. They made a thing of me climbing the Burj Khalifa. I thought, wow, it was overwhelming, but it was very, very nice. Somewhere around that time, I wrote him and he didn't answer. And I know he's busy, so I said, well, I'll let it go. Then I sent an audio, nothing. Same time everybody else. And a few days later, as you know, all of a sudden it's posted in the back office. This guy's unethical, he's no good, blah, 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 blah. And Robin too. I was in total shock. It made me cry. made me cry. I thought about 6.5 years. I did something so bad in these last 3 months, 4 months, that I can't even be called and told what it is. I was in shock. My wife cried. I don't understand. I said, I don't either. And from the note, it sounds like they think I know and I'm hiding it. I don't know. Can't hide it, I'm telling you. Now, somebody called me, a very reliable source, and told me it was about the money. Did you ever take money? Yeah, you know I did. From who? Whoever offered it. Al Smith-Barr gave me money. Still have it in the other room. The last time he gave money. But he's helped me out many, many times. Many times. What I really wanted to see if I could get money from what I have in the back office, and then when they find it or fix it, don't give it to me. I'll already have it. Because somewhere 1.5 years ago, I really started struggling. Lost my long-term disability. YouTube shut down for 3 months because of something I did. Too much content that I didn't own. Now, that devastated me, so I couldn't pay my mortgage. Got to feed the kids. And they set up with me where you can go to June or July of this year and just pay $100 a month showing good faith, and we'll try to set up something. After that, they sold my mortgage to another company, a company that is set up to help people like me and Dawn. So they're working on that right now. Somewhere in the middle of August, in the next week or so, they're supposed to contact us of what they can do. And the money, thank you, Mr. Mubarak, that he gave me was $1,500 that I'm going to put towards whatever they offer. Or at least if they say, okay, you're going to be $1,000 a month instead of 15, okay, at least I have an idea. Now, during this time, my family's been helping. My sister, my son is a superstar. He helps me all the time, helps Dawn. In fact, he just paid for clothes for the kids for school, or he's buying it, let's put it that way. Well, during this time, when I was finally came to realization, I was kicked to the curb. All the accounts are in my wife's name. By the way, they are paid for in full. Not only the $97 for each one, but the countless hours I spent working with people and keeping people motivated for 6.5 years. I'm proud to say, yes, I did. And no one did more. A lot of people did it, I get it, but nobody did more. That's fact. Because I wanted to. I wasn't paid to do it. I wanted to. When I first heard the concept, I thought, this is what I've been looking for since I traveled around the world. I can work with people around the world. Enjoyed it more than you could imagine. When other people are vacationing, going places, I can't afford that. So I worked here 7 days a week. I don't remember one day that I didn't get on and do something with the company in 6.5 years. So all of a sudden that's ripped out from under me. You're just the guy that sits in the bleachers if you're lucky. I better be more than lucky. Those accounts are in my wife's name. She has nothing to do with this. And I worked a long time ago for all that. I helped many, many hundreds, if not thousands of people get in, and stay motivated. That's fact. Everybody watching that will watch it will tell you that. But after this little putting this nasty thing in the back office, I've lost hundreds of YouTube people. People that I was friends with for years, Mike Ellis and Dan Street, 15 years. And Dan said it's not Christian-like for them not to tell you. I agree, Dan. I'm going to find out. I think he did. because he's not talking to me either. Neither is Mike. Mike just does a video and says, I'm no longer working with Al Capone. I mean, Marty Degarmo, whatever I am, Dillinger. Didn't come to me and say it. That's not very Christian-like, is it? Dan, Mike? But they did it. It's okay. Me and Chris were like brothers. I thought, when I begged him, what happened? What did I do? Just tell me what I did. All it would have took is a phone call from Mr. Barbara. Marty, you did this and you shouldn't have. Okay, I'll make it right. As quickly as I can. I wasn't given that opportunity. I was publicly humiliated. And so was Robin Noble. And she did nothing. So that's even worse. If I did do something, and it's what this person told me, okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to pay everybody back. I was going to pay everybody back no matter what that post was. But you can't take that back. And Mr. Before could have been a bigger man and went in and said, okay, I shouldn't have done it this way. I should have talked to Marty. He's been working very hard for 6.5 years. He didn't. There's people that stole millions. Their name ain't in the back office. None of them. So when this hit and reality set in, which I was in shock, and I've had so many supportive people. Thank you, no joke. I'm not going to stop doing lives. I'm going to try to motivate. I'm going to give stories. I'm going to do a lot of things. But I prayed during this time, God, give me something while I'm rehabilitating and walking every day and losing weight. I'm at my lowest weight since 2001. I went from 440 to 363. Was it easy? No, it wasn't easy. And during this time, emotionally, I was beat to death by the very people I thought would never, ever do that. Anyway, it happened. But I prayed to God, God, give me something. I'm not the guy that's going to sit on the bleachers. That's not me. I'm not allowed to mention I'm passive. Everybody knows me as some kind of black sheep, no matter what I say. I got friends that'll talk to me in Messenger, but they're afraid to post because if he did it to me, you ask yourself if you're safe. I don't think so, but who knows? Maybe I shot somebody or I robbed a bank. I don't know. Whatever. I want to say one thing. I supported the company. I still do. I support the concept. I built a very large group. You're welcome, Mike and Dan. How's that? You're welcome. What would you have without me? Say whatever you want. What would you have without me? That's the thank you I get. Thank you. Anyway, I prayed, God, I need to do something. Yesterday afternoon, now I've had many offers in the last 6.5 years. Many businesses, most of them garbage. A couple good ones. I didn't touch them. Yesterday, I get a link from a very, very, very reliable source. And I look at who's involved. He is a master distributor. And I said, I'm going to go. I went to the webinar last night. I was blown away. God did it to me again. He showed me something else. I listened to the whole thing. The backing is phenomenal. One of the biggest marketing guys in the world is involved. The guy that did the presentation made $50 million online. I looked him up. And what a nice, decent human being. You don't give up just because this happened to me. I knew there had to be something. And I'd have never found this but for the grace of God. So I saw it and I went, oh my gosh. I've been to many things since July 4th. Some I like, some are good. I never got that spark like I did when I first heard about Unpassable. I got it last night. And I signed up free. And I want to thank God as a testimonial to you and in front of God above. Thank you. Thank you. I found something. Now, I'm happy. I get to be involved. I get to work with people again. Now, here's what I want to tell you. All of you who I love and you love me and showed your support, don't go anywhere. I'm still going to do as much motivating, teaching, inspiring every day I can. People tell me they like the videos about different speakers in history. They like the AI news. I try to keep everything short. But I'm a much happier person starting last night. In fact, I went to bed at midnight and I got up at 4:30. Couldn't sleep. Heart's racing. I'm excited again. So thank for your prayers if everybody said it. Right in the beginning, people told me you should just walk away. But I'm not walking away. I built a very big organization for my wife. And I'm not slamming anybody. I'm just telling the facts. It is what it is. But man, I thought, there's no way is this going to happen again. I lost my job in 2004, sleep apnea, lung damage. You're done. That was it. I didn't get nothing. I was traveling to China in December after that. They said, you can't go. Lost my job. Lost the one I loved. Am I ever going to get that again? A passive comes along. It's global. We have webinars. We meet. We talk. We help. We inspire. Oh, I loved it. I loved it as much as the company itself. I'm going to keep doing that. And I'd appreciate it if you keep coming. There'll be more and more people coming because I'm going to have a bigger audience. Not right now. People are leaving right now. I think 300 people left the day before yesterday, 400 today, last night. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mapara. Thank you, all my friends. That's okay. I'm going to move on. Like I said, I'm happy. Thank God I went to this. I listened to this man. In fact, I even raised my hand. I said, I got to talk. And I talked to him and everybody that was there. I said, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's what I'm looking for. They don't know all the details. I did see a few people from the company in there. But anyway, I wanted to do this because I want everybody to know I've been transparent. No matter what you hear about me, you're hearing it, but I'm not. And whatever it is, it could have been fixed. Mr. Mafara told me minimum 200 times, you're my brother, you're like family. Called me Mr. President. And look what happened. Sad. Anyway, I hope it does well. I got a lot of time invested in it for my wife's sake. But when I was told that you are not any kind of spokesman, nobody needs to go see you, thank you. Not only did you hurt me mentally, spiritually, physically, my family, just ruthless what was done by many of you. You know who you are. Some of you behind the scenes, though, I understand. You're still talking to me and you give me your support, and that's okay. I understand. I don't want you, if you're nervous about coming out in the open, don't do it. I would tell you do it. That would never happen to you. I don't know that. I thought it would never happen to me. Anyway, I love all of you. If you're praying for me, I found something that filled that gap. I can now concentrate on getting myself healthy. Building this massive business. I didn't say the name here, and I won't. I'm not going to promote it here either. But I'm just saying, thank you for your prayers. After all this, maybe it was all meant to happen. Because what I felt last night was what I felt 6.5 years ago. But I feel more confident. Knowing what I know those 6.5 years, knowing what I know when I heard this gentleman, wow. Anyway, love you all. I'll be back tomorrow, probably with 300 people on my YouTube. But I'll start building it. I can build a network without cross-recruiting or any of that crap. And that's what I'm doing. And by the way, the person that gave me the link was Robin Noble. So I joined under her. Poetic justice. What a beautiful lady she is. Anyway, see you all. Thank you for the time for me to give a testimony. I love you who truly love me. And I even pray for you who just despitefully used me, talked about me, treated me horrible. I even pray for you. Anyway, that's what a Christian does. That's what a Christian does. Anyway, you don't do a webinar or video in the middle of nowhere. I'm not working with John Smith. Really? Anyway, love you all. Thank you for the time. And I'll see you tomorrow.